To beat the Tentacle Boar in Wo Long, you need to be a deflect master, or you can try the strategy I'm about to show you. You'll still have to deflect with this strat, but just a lot less. Main part of the strat is to use the Ritual Sword of Chaos. This boss is hard to handle up close, but the Sword of Chaos martial art is a ranged one. You'll be trying to get clear of the boss the whole fight to use it. Everyone should have this sword as it drops during the Demon Fort of the Yellow Heaven mission, which was the previous main mission. So this is the Sword of Chaos ranged attack. It uses spirit, so when you do engage the boss, only use light attacks. That way you can build your spirit so you can use the Sword of Chaos when you get to range. Equip Qinglong as your Divine Beast. You'll want to activate this the moment your gauge is full to heal you and your companion and to give you a window to go crazy on the boss. It's also a lightning spirit, which this boss is weak to. If you can equip the Inner Breath Wood spell, do so. This helps you build your Divine Beast back up really fast. Only requires 4 points in wood, so it's not too hard to get. If you have the sword and this spell, you're all set. Spirit Fervor is good for building Spirit 2. Equip it if you have it, but it's not essential really. Absorb Fatality is good for helping to keep your companion alive more than anything. You can also use Lightning Bolt if you want. The boss is weak to lightning, but I won't be using it as there's just not enough spirit to juggle all these spells, and if something's got to give, it's that. Also, my sword isn't upgraded, but I do have about 10 points in wood for its scaling, but that's about it. Basically, if you're at base with the sword, it's okay. I've already let it kill me once to reset my morale to base. Just make sure you have all the flags of the stage and you'll be at the same level. It has about 10 attacks it can combo in any order. At the start, it'll immediately do a red lunging crit or a big jumping attack, so hold block and get ready to deflect either. As soon as you get some space, order your companion to attack. Make sure you activate Inner Breath all the time. This is the red crit lunging attack, which is the other attack it could have done right at the start. That glow there is the warning to get ready to deflect. As soon as it disappears, it'll lunge and that's the time to press deflect. While it's staggered, go crazy with light attacks to build your blue spirit, then immediately get back to a distance. Hit it with Sword of Chaos at every opportunity so long as you're at a distance. It doesn't do much damage, but it will help to build up the boss's spirit gauge for a stagger. Keep Inner Breath activated all the time, deflect and get out of there. Red crit lunge attack. When it gets staggered, make sure Inner Breath is active so your Fatal Strike gives a big bump to the Divine Beast gauge. More light attacks to replenish spirit and build the Beast gauge. As soon as the Beast gauge is active, use it to attack, which is triangle and circle on PlayStation. Now you and your companion will heal for the next few seconds, so stay close and do as much damage as you can. I'm sticking with light attacks so as not to lose spirit. As soon as the Divine Beast gauge goes dark, get to distance again. Once you have space, be sure to order your companion to attack as this can take the heat off you. Deflecting red attacks is the main thing you're aiming to do here, but again, only follow up with light attacks to keep your spirit blue. When it rears up like that, it hurls ice attacks. These can be double dodged or deflected. Sword of Chaos attack, and again, always make sure your companion has been ordered to attack. When the boss comes at you like this, it will keep doing it until it catches you, so just let it catch you. You'll have to deflect it, but then just get out of there. I got caught there as its tentacle blocked my double dodge and that left me in an uninterruptible animation, but that's good as it shows you can take some hits with this strat and it will still be fine so long as you keep creating space. Red crit again, activate Inner Breath to make sure it's going, then do the Fatal Strike. Light attacks to build spirit and the Divine Beast gauge. Create space, and by now you're seeing the loop, which is order your companion to attack, activate Inner Breath, and use Sword of Chaos whilst waiting to deflect a red attack. If it gets close, just do your best to make space as soon as you can. It's also very important to res your companion if she needs help, because as long as she's around, the boss's attention continually gets divided. It's better to take a hit and res her than it is to stay safe and let her die. The Divine Beast gauge is almost replenished again. Now this is a different red critical attack. What you want to look for is the horn raising on the right of your screen. You'll see this glint. As that glint vanishes, the horn will come at you and that's when you press deflect. Sword of Chaos attacks again. Inner Breath, then Fatal Strike, and now the Divine Beast gauge is good to go again. Activate the Beast to heal everyone up and do as much damage as you can. Again, stick to light attacks to keep your spirit healthy so you can take a hit, or use the Sword of Chaos when you get to distance again. Sword of Chaos. Again. Red crit and light attacks. So as you can see, this strat works great so long as you keep your companion aggroing and you get to a safe distance as often as you can. Now the one thing that hasn't happened in this fight is the boss's coolest looking attack, which is its red critical tentacle grab. It doesn't do it very often. I did over a dozen runs to test my strategy and it did it like 3 times in total, so you might never see it, but I do have footage from those other testing runs that I can show you. In this first clip, it gets me with it. I absolutely love the animation on that attack, it's so cool. Here's how to stop it though. It's really hard, but if you look to the lower left tentacle on your screen, you can see a glint. That's a key for timing deflect when you're in close, but it's almost impossible to see when you're in close, so I find it's a little too hard to use as a key. Instead, when its tentacles come out first, it'll lean down and they'll retract, and then it'll rise up and they'll come out a second time before it quickly launches forward. Wait for the tentacles to spread out the second time, and as soon as they do it will launch, and that's exactly when to press deflect. But you have to be fast. Again, you may never see that move as it's the creature's rarest, but it's also its coolest. So that's the strat. I hope it helps you out if you've been struggling with this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.